What's good, everybody? Welcome back to Adults Boxing. We back again with another pre-gaming show for this fight week, November 13th through the 15th. So we got some good stuff coming up for you guys. We got a big card in the UK with Eubank and Ben, the rematch, and we got Espinoza on Saturday. So we're gonna touch on it. Before I get into it, I want to salute everybody coming through the building. Make sure you guys hit that like button and subscribe. Much appreciated. Salute to the playback, man. I appreciate you guys coming through the building. Make sure you guys, continue dropping comments. It's much appreciated. All right, so we're gonna start with November 13th, Thursday. We have a card up in Canada. We got Stephen Butler versus Funjo. So Funjo is a late replacement, and we're gonna touch on it. We're gonna touch on the main event and everything. But my man is a late replacement. He replaced Eric Bayanza. Eric Bayanza and Stephen Butler was supposed to fight a long time ago. I think March. That fight kept getting postponed. So this is the full card right here. You can catch it on punchandgrace.com. It's Eye of the Tiger Promotions up in Canada. So it's a couple of notable guys on this card, though. You got John Arobio. He's a good fighter. Fights at 140. He's going to face Nasinga. If you guys remember Nasinga, he fought everybody from Devin Haney, Ray Mortala, Arna Barbosa, Tito Mercado. The African fighter been around. Right? He know how to fight. You know what I'm saying? So Arobio is 15-0, 13 knockouts. He's a good up-and-coming prospect trying to cross over to a contendership, fighting for a WC regional title. And I think he's an ambassador of Ring Magazine as well. So with a big win right here, he can stake his claim at 140 pounds and climb up the rankings for sure. Luis Santana is on the card, fighting at lightweight. Marino Fondero, now he got an interesting fight. He got a tough fight, actually. He's facing William Langston. And those in the know that know about William Langston, he's a tough out. He's like a gatekeeper type of guy, but he come on the B side a lot of times. And if you ain't on your shit, you're going to lose to him. He fights at, this is a light heavyweight contest. William Langston is a scrappy, tough fighter. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, all the losses that he got, he probably could have won those fights. You know what I'm saying? He's always on the wrong end of the B side. So this is a tough fight for Fondero, who is another guy that's up and coming. 12-0, 10 knockouts. So, yeah, pretty interesting. But this is the toughest, for me, this is the toughest fight of Fondero's career with Langston. Langston is tough, man. He's durable. He's strong. He can fight. You know what I'm saying? That's a good matchup. That's a good matchmaking if they're trying to get my man some rounds. That's what's up. Marlon Prince, what's good with you, bro? Tay in the building. Salute. What's good? Salute to you guys coming through. Appreciate it. Main event, you have Stephen Butler. He's a big puncher. At 160, he's actually moving up to 68 for this fight against Funjo. This is a fight that Stephen Butler should win. Now, Butler, if you know him and follow him, he's either gonna knock you out or you're gonna knock him out. He got 30 knockouts and 36 wins, so you already know what he's coming to do. And he been knocked out every time he lost. He got 5 losses. So this should be a fun fight though. But Stephen Butler is in position where if he wins, he can possibly get a fight within his stable against like Christian and Billy. He's with that stable, Eye of the Tiger, who is going to fight looking like the first part of the year. Same as Iglesias. Iglesias is a part of this stable as well. So Butler will get in the mix at super middleweight, which is a solid division as well. So yeah, I haven't seen any US TV for this. I was hoping they was going to throw that thing on that Top Rank Classic thing. You know what I'm saying? They put on Tubi or whatnot. But we'll figure it out for sure. So yeah, this is November 13th. So ESPN Deportes or ESPN Knockout, they have a card coming up on Friday. You know what I'm saying? If you guys like to tap into some of these Mexican shows, Julio Cabrera versus Brian Massinos, those flyweights. You got Ortega versus Balderas. So yeah, look, I know a lot of boxing fans don't tap in with these Mexican shows, but they be popping. And really, if you tap in on Facebook or even on YouTube and look for live boxing like on Saturday night, like late night, like maybe like 9 o'clock, 9:30, you'll see some Mexican fighters stumping. You know what I'm saying? They show a lot of cards. So, but if you want to tap in with this one, this is a ESPN knockout for sure. All right. So we're gonna move to Saturday. This is like the biggest card of the weekend. Of course, we got Ben versus Eubank, the rematch. The first fight was a classic, real fun fight. Is up there for fight of the year type shit. We know the family history. We're gonna touch on the main event, but just work our way up the cards. We got Mickey Talon versus Shahid. So these are two young guys. You know what I'm saying, mixing it up. At 154, we have a contest at 154. Sam Gilly versus Ismail Davis. So this is Queensberry versus Matchroom. Sam Gilly is with Queensberry. And y'all know Queensberry been putting that belt on Matchroom, so we'll see. But everybody talk about how good of a division 154 is, and we only talk about the top guys. You know what I'm saying? Virgil Boots, Fandora, so on and so forth. Bakram, Xander, Abbas Baru. But I rate a division how deep it is, right? So if you can give me about 16, 20 deep fighters that can mix and match and can give top contenders and the top 10 guys a good competition, I think we got a real strong division. Sam Gilly, another quality fighter. Looking, this is probably his biggest win if he can get a victory over Ismail Davis, who been around. Ismail Davis, he coming off a couple of losses now. He lost to Josh Kelly, came back, got a win. He lost to Bokachuk. Bokachuk stopped him, late replacement, came back. Then he fought Kevin Ajaku earlier this year. A real close competitive fight. He came up short. I think he dropped Kevin in the last round that made the fight kind of close. They had a little off the radar type of win just to get back in the winner's circle, and now he's back. So, yeah, let's see if these guys are at domestic level or can they rise to the top? The winner moves on to something bigger at 154 because there's a lot of smoke there. We have a heavyweight contest. Richard Harapur, he's back, 6'6", heavyweight. He used to fight at cruiserweight. I don't know how he made cruiserweight. Him, Lawrence Okolie, Jordan Thompson, those guys 6'6" the better. I don't know how they made cruiserweight all these years, but Richard Rapport is an interesting fighter. You know what I'm saying? Some fights he looked like the next Bruno. And then other fights he looks so. But he's facing Tommy Welch. So it's a good showcase for Richard Rapport to stamp his claim in the heavyweight division. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of smoke in the heavyweight division. You know what I'm saying? It's actually a real good, solid division as well. So that's look out for him. We have Adam Azam versus Kurt Scooby. So this is a late replacement. This fight came about maybe about 2.5 weeks ago. Zor Adalev, he never signed for the fight. You know what I'm saying? Per his side. So they had to bring a replacement. Just something to note, Adam Azam's team, they wanted Richard Coleman, but he had some medical issues, some eye exams and stuff like that. So Kurt Scooby is one of Turkey's picks because of what Kurt Scooby did at the. They had that sparring at the Box Raw, that event they had, and he knocked somebody out in that sparring. So he was promised an opportunity. I know Kurt Scooby was supposed to fight during the fight week of Canelo and Crawford, but it never came about. But he has been active. Kurt Scoville is an athletic fighter, bro. Strong, athletic, former football player. He can punch. He don't got the bet. He don't have the most experience, but he can make up with that with his athletic ability and his power. Now, he has been knocked out. You know what I'm saying? He lost to Dakota Linger a few fights ago. I think he on a nice little winning streak, and he been stopping a lot of guys. And he been staying active. That's a good thing. And he's in good enough shape and confident enough to come over here on short notice to face Adam Azam, who they trying to build as the next big star coming up out of the British, you know what I'm saying? Another British star. He like kind of like on some Amir Khan type shit, but he haven't showed the tendencies as Amir Khan, and like the chin. The big when we think about Amir Khan, we think about his chin. We haven't seen that in the Amazon's early career, but he is fast, explosive, and this could be the fight of the night. You know what I'm saying? Because Kurt Scooby, even though he got this unpredictable type of thing coming in. You know what I'm saying? We don't know how much like how his punch resistance is. We see that he's gonna be in shape, but is he really in shape for 10 rounds? You know, little questions like that. But Adam Azam, if you keep it kind of basic, keep it long and rangy, and time Kurt Scooby coming in, he'll probably have some success. But this is a good one though, and I like it. It's a nice little switch up. Of course, I think Kurt Scooby is a more interesting opponent than Zora Adelaide. You know what I'm saying? Zora Adelaide would have been moving up from 35 to 40, so I actually like this better. My bro Mike in the building. Salute. Teach in the building. Salute to you. Appreciate you guys coming through. Salute. Co-main event, we got Jack Catterall versus Echo Usama coming up. Dope something came out of that ring sparring. Yeah. They having another event on Friday. They're having another sparring event on Friday. So tap in. I think they're gonna put that on YouTube as well. Yeah, that's good. Those guys got an opportunity. Because Jaleel Hackett was a part of that, and he got the opportunity. So yeah, that's what's up. Jack Catterall versus Echo Usman. This is a very important fight for the welterweight division because these guys are right there, close to a world title fight. They both got a common opponent, Josh Taylor. You know, I thought Catterall beat him twice, but he only, he 1-1. And Echo beat Josh Kelly in his last fight and sent him into retirement. That wasn't the same Josh Taylor, and even early in that fight, Josh Taylor was doing well with his boxing. He just couldn't sustain it. Jack Catterall has a tricky style, bro. Tricky style. I know he's linking up with Bozy for this fight. I don't know how much Bozy can change in one training camp because Bozy is an offensive fighter and teach defense and stuff like that, but more so offense. Let's see if Jack pick up his pace because he don't have like a fast pace. You know what I'm saying? And this is his first fight at welterweight. That's another thing. He got a new trainer. He moving up to welterweight. And this is Queensberry versus Matchroom. Like I said, Queensberry been putting the belt to Matchroom. Echo Usman is a solid fighter, athletic type of guy, like a French contender. He got some losses, but he's a good fighter. His nickname is the Engine, and he gets stronger as the fight goes on. I think that's where the fight gonna get won. I think we can see Jack Catterall getting out to a good start, boxing real well, counter punching, stalling them out. Jack Catterall has a way to make a fight kind of dull. You know what I'm saying? Echo, I think he has to put the pressure on, had to be smart, sustain pressure, don't smother yourself, and then get an opportunity late in the fight. I think he's more battle tested at this weight to outwork Jack Catterall down the stretch to win a decision. But let's see. Bozy Ennis is one of the best trainers right now. He's up for Trainer of the Year. So let's see what he can fine tune in this short amount of time with Jack Catterall. It's interesting though, for sure. And then the main event. So we know about the family history. Eubank versus Ben. The first fight in April was real, man. That had big fight feel. It was a great atmosphere, great event. It lived up to the hype. Pre-fight was dope. You know what I'm saying? They sold the hell out the fight. When Eubank Senior got out the car. You know what I'm saying? That shit, the whole shit was dope. It's like a movie type shit. And I don't know if they can be able to, hold a counter to that or live up to that first fight. But we're gonna see. Now, both guys made some adjustments. Conor Ben is coming in more used to the weight. It's at 160. They got a 10-pound rehydration clause, so 170 for the next day. But Conor Ben coming in, getting a little bit more used to fighting at 160. He's like he said, and like we all know, he's a emotional type of guy. But that's a good thing about him. That's why I like Conor Ben. And it's just messed up that he got that stain for the rest of his career by testing positive. He gonna always have that stain. But as far as a guy that gonna bring that shit, bro, that's Conor Ben. Conor Ben gonna bring it. So the key to the fight, the last fight, I thought he was just too small. You can tell the difference in the weight class. And he didn't have no answer for Chris Eubank's jab. I think, Conor Ben, he has to be. I think really, I don't know if he can do a lot of stuff. Maybe jab with the jabber. That's a good way to take the jab away. and set up big right hand counter punches. Because Eubank, no matter who trains him, he always keeps his left hand low, and there'll be opportunities for Ben to capitalize on that. But he had to be the quicker guy. You know what I'm saying? Definitely be quicker in and out, and in spots he can outwork Chris Eubank. For Eubank, he made a big adjustment. He went back to Team Crawford, Bomac, Red, Isal Diegas, Team Crawford. So got them back. The one time that he was with them, I mean, he looked great against in the rematch. Ironically enough, another rematch. He looked great within the rematch of Liam Smith because he got knocked out in the fourth round? I forgot the round. But he got knocked out the first fight. He came back. He looked much sharper. And he used that jab a lot. And he was shooting uppercuts. I feel like Chris Eubank has every advantage. Only disadvantage he has is like the rehydration shit. But far as like as a boxer, a little bit more versatile. But I think this time he can with that team. I think he'll actually put on a better performance. We can possibly. I don't know if we're gonna stop Ben, but I think he'll have a great performance. I think he'll have a real great performance in this fight. And let's get it. These guys, every time they fight, it's gonna be a great build up. Um, Always going to be interesting for the UK fan base. And let's go. Let's get it. I'm looking forward to it. I like the first one. The first one was dope. He says, interesting to see how Calderon look on the Bozy. Yeah, pushing fighters get Cato. Yeah, he got them more aggressive. They almost got schooled in trouble against Castro, though. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's an offensive coach. And that's interesting. I feel like Jack Calderon would probably just, if he don't feel comfortable, he'll go back to being Jack Catterall. But it's a lot of honestly, I favor Echo Usman in this fight, but let's see. Let's see. This is where when we start tallying up the votes for trainer of the year, this is where you give the guy the extra nod because Bose, we know he got Boots. Boots got 2 wins. He unified earlier this year. Stephen Fulton got a big win over Figueroa, and then if he wins in if he wins in December against Shock Foster, I mean that's two. That's two champions. You know what I'm saying? But then this one right here is like another one. You got Andy Cruz had a solid year. Got 2 wins. He about to fight for the world title next year. So it is he's doing his thing. I know a lot of people will just give Bo Mack the fight of the year based on what Terrence Crawford did in that one fight, which I understand. But I like a deeper resume. You know what I'm saying? I like motherfuckers do more than one thing. Which what he did ain't I'm not knocking what they did. I just like different scenarios, right? And what he's doing, what Bozy is doing this year, is checking off my criteria of a great trainer. Build somebody up from scratch, take them to the world title, resurrect a fighter's career, and be a higher gun. And he did all three this year because he basically resurrect Fulton's career, and he's a higher gun for Calderon. Let's see if that higher gun works. That's my criteria. You know what I'm saying? Feel free, everybody out there listening. You want to take it, you can have it. You know what I'm saying? It's all good, but I like it. Like I think about that. Like always a coach. You always gotta have a coach that bred a fighter from ground zero and brought him up to being a world champion. That's always a dope thing to have on the resume. But yeah, I like Chris Eubank in this fight. I think he'll win in a better way. I don't know. See, I want to say stoppage, but I don't know. This damn Ben is tough as hell. You know what I'm saying? So let's see. All right, Saturday night. We got a top rank card. It's gonna be on. It's Zanford top rank, but this card would be on the top rank fast channels. Y'all already know we seen Michaela Mayer. Let me take this off real quick. Take the banner. So if you guys got Roku, Vizio, Tubi, y'all know I'm tapped in with Tubi. You can watch the fight for free. They streaming it live from Mexico. We have Rafael Espinoza defending his WBO featherweight title against Arnold Kaga. Tough ass for Arnold Kaga. Tough fight for him. He like 5'4", 5'3". I don't know how tall he is, but he gonna have a lot of problems trying to get inside. No, you think probably like 5'6". I can't remember, but he's gonna have a lot of issues trying to get inside of Espinoza, like everybody else. he's going to have that advantage over everybody he fight in that division because he's so tall, he punch hard, he fights on different angles. And Espinosa is a mean ass fighter too. I've been watching him. That dude mean, and he trying to bring that shit to you. I like Espinosa in this fight. It's just a regular title defense. You know what I'm saying? Of course, I would like to see this division unified. I like to see Shushu get one of these guys. But featherweight is all over the place right now. Nick Ball, WBA champion. He has a purse bid this week coming up with Brandon Figueroa, former world champion. Angel Leo got a title defense coming up in February. I don't know what Shushu doing, but it looked like Shushu might. I can do it. I ain't gonna say this. I don't know if this true, but I can see. I'm putting out my predictions. I can see Shushu on that undercard of Shakur and Teofimo and NYC at the end of January. I can see him, but he don't got nothing popping. Who else? WBC is all in shambles because Fulton is a WBC champion. He's moving up to 130 to fight Shock Foster. Then you got Carlos Castro supposed to fight Ray Vargas, and Shushu is the interim champion. So 126 is a mess, right? As far as the top guys fighting. So this is just I don't know. I don't know if this may be Espinosa's last fight at 26 because I can see him at 30 real soon. Maybe getting the winner between Navarrete and Nunes. So we'll see. But Onoka guy's tough. I mean, but he's gonna be all gun. He might get stopped in this fight. He might get stopped. We'll see. Also on this card, we got some more top ranked fighters on here. So they, we of course we know top ranked situation. They trying to, you know, keep their guys active until they get their deal. So we got Emiliano Vargas. He's a future star in the making. Been real active. One of the Vargas dynasty, Fernando Vargas sons. He's like that. He's facing Jonathan Montreal. I think Montreal is a little older guy. I think he's from Pennsylvania. I can't remember. But Vargas, he been looking real good as of late. I mean, he moved up to 140, and he been looking explosive, talented, fast, explosive. I like this kid. He's straight. Richard Torres versus Thomas Salak. So Richard Torres, he's a fun fighter. He can be ugly at times, depending on the matchup. Southpaw, real aggressive, in your chest, in your face type of fighter. U.S. Olympian. He brings a pedigree, but he just been in your face trying to knock you out. He had a good win over Guido Vanello his last fight, but it was ugly. It was a good win, but it was ugly. Ugly fight. He was in position to fight IBF eliminator. He turned it down. They offered him Frank Sanchez. He turned it down, but they didn't remove him. They didn't knock him down in the rankings. So he's like number 4 in the IBF. Torres. So let's see. He's a fun, entertaining fighter. American heavyweight. So it's always interesting to see American heavyweights. Adolfo Delgado versus Gabriel Gales Valenzuela. This is a good fight. Pretty much 50-50. It can go either way. Um, yeah, this is a good fight. Gallus is probably the bigger puncher. Delgado is a good boxer. He have up and down performances though. Some performances you're like, damn, he can be a future world champion. And other performances is like, he's with RGBA, so they coming off, in their gym they coming off some big. They real busy. RGBA. They same Virgil, right? Virgil had an explosive performance last week. They got Delgado this week, and then next week they got Bam. So they got a lot of shit popping, which is dope. But this is like a 50-50 fight. It's an IBF final eliminator at 140. The winner becomes the mandatory for Richardson Hitchens. So yeah, good fights. This is a good card though. Actually, good card, good solid names. You can catch it on the Tubi. You catch it on Tubi, Roku, Vizio. Just search Top Rank Classics, and you do. You right. You good. You're good to go. No issues. So that's what it is. Nice little fight week for you guys to tap into. Yes, that's what I'm hearing. January the 31st. Tap in tomorrow. You'll see Xander Zayas and Baz Baruch press conference in Puerto Rico. So we should get more on that undercard. Yes, sir. I want to salute everybody coming through the building. Make sure you guys hit that like button if you haven't already. Subscribe to the channel. I appreciate the time, and I'm out.